word Mafia.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to another episode of Aqua Mafia Watches Lost. I'm Jesse.
I'm Kristine.
Today we are watching Season 3, Episode 12, Par Avion.
Par what?
Avion.
Avion.
A-V-I-O-N.
Like P-A-R, par?
Yeah. Space. Avion.
Is that one more time?
I think it's Latin.
Mm.
For something.
I don't know what it's. I don't know. I have no guesses. I don't know Latin. I mean, maybe avion. I mean, airplane, right? Aviation.
Or sky.
Yeah. Oh, sky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Maybe it's about the plane.
previously on Lost, the hunt for Jack has begun.
It was a great episode. It was a Saeed episode. All Saeed episodes are good episodes.
I believe as of the last episode, for the first time in the whole series, Sawyer has appeared in more episodes than Jack.
Really?
By one.
Oh, because Jack wasn't in that episode at all.
Yeah, and he wasn't in the one before it, I
Oh,
think.
cool.
And he wasn't in the Desmond episode, but I don't think Sawyer was either.
I don't know.
I
I don't think they were. Oh yeah, because they were like still captured and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
First time Jack, who's technically the main character, is not on the show the most. Sawyer is.
Nice.
These numbers will go back and forth as the show goes on.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff happened actually.
Yep. Saeed has a map. They have a hostage.
To the home.
Of the stations.
They found and they like discovered a new station called Flame.
The Flame. Which is connected to all the other stations, so now they know pretty much where everything is.
But Locke blew it up.
Yeah. But they still have the map.
They still have the map.
And Kate did grab whatever stuff.
She was
More files, probably food.
yeah. But yeah, it was a good episode.
Yes, a very good Saeed episode.
Go watch our reaction to that if you haven't seen it. I mean, you're here, so you probably already did.
Yeah, hopefully you did. Unless you're not a big fan of 77, but love Par Avion.
I don't know.
Who knows? Well, let's watch and find out. But first, you at home, don't forget, this is not a market substitute. Please support the official release on the various streaming services where you can get it, and on the DVDs and Blu-rays, and not Laserdisc. That's a little before Lost. not VHS either. That's another one. And while you're supporting Lost, don't forget to also support us. We're on Patreon. Link in the description, box in the corner, patreon.com/AquaMafia. You can watch next week's episode today. Or whenever.
Whenever you want.
Yeah. Let's watch. Who this?
Claire. Looks like Claire. Mm-hmm.
And what is all this?
An aperitif of mysterious island fruit before the breakfast picnic I have set up in your honor.
Just you've been so depressed all week, and now it's breakfast in bed and picnics.
I woke up this morning, I thought it's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself and seize the day.
If the scale is right, these people are 2 miles in that direction. I don't expect you to confirm that.
It's an electrical wiring map, Saeed. I'm not sure it's as accurate as you think.
Well, it's certainly not as infallible as the magical carvings of this.
Hey, the stick did get us to that station.
Oh, the station which you've accidentally blew up.
There it
Well, if you'd have warned me that the basement was rigged with C4, I might have been a little more careful. Remind me why we're keeping him alive?
What do you suggest? We shoot him like a dog?
No, I like dogs.
I love that line. I would never shoot a dog.
I know. I mean, he's got a point.
Fresh fruit salad.
Good morning.
I was hoping you might want to join me in the hunt.
As you can see, we're just about to begin a picnic.
I think hunting might be a better way to spend your day, Charlie.
Oh my God.
What is it?
I think I know how to get us off this island.
What?
Oh boy. A lot going on right now.
Desmond's like, please, just come with me.
Yeah. It might be in your best interest to come with me. And Claire's like, I know how we're going to get off the island.
I know, that's hella like two very different conversations going on.
Can some nets?
Nets for what, Barb? Nets for what, Claire?
Okay, 5 minutes ago, a flock of seabirds flew over my head.
I'm sorry, I don't understand why we need to...
They're tagged. Scientists tag these birds so they can track them. So when they eventually land in Australia or New Zealand or wherever, somebody's gonna gather them up.
We can send a message.
If we can catch one.
How do you even know this stuff about birds, Claire?
I watched a lot of nature shows with my mum.
Doesn't exactly make you an expert.
So what happened to seizing the day?
Don't see the point.
That was rude.
She knows something's up. Because she's not stupid.
Yeah.
Spoke with the truck driver. He's fine, by the way. He said that when you hit him...
No, he hit us.
About what speed would you say that happened when you were driving?
Came out of nowhere. I didn't...
That's not the question I asked, Miss Littleton.
Why are you even asking me these questions?
These questions are standard procedure when there's a fatality.
My mother is in surgery. She's not dead.
Right. So she is.
Yeah, this is not my fault.
Didn't say it was. Good day, Miss Littleton.
Earlier you kind of did. You said you hit the truck.
Also, yeah, of course the truck driver's fine because he's in a fucking truck. Who's gonna win between a truck and a freaking little car? It's probably the truck.
And you haven't asked me a single question about her. You haven't...
Your friend, Jack. Imagine 16 years from now, you're told he was still alive. But in your heart, you know that he wouldn't remember you. He wouldn't know you. He wouldn't even know that you ever cared about him. I haven't asked you questions about my daughter because I do not want to know the answers.
Yeah, that's pretty... I don't know how this is gonna go.
Yeah, right? Some like random woman shows up and it's like, hey, you're my daughter. It's like,
Also, I'm crazy and live in the jungle.
yeah, especially because Alex was taken away when she was like a baby, literally.
A week after she was born. She was a week old.
Yeah. She has no memory of her.
They brought me on the submarine.
So your people, they can just come and go whenever they want?
Go, yes. But 2 weeks ago, our underwater beacon stopped emitting its locator signal. There was an event. An electromagnetic pulse. It would be impossible to come back.
Why would you want to come back?
You would not understand.
Try me.
I misspoke. What I meant to say is, you're not capable of understanding.
And why am I not capable?
Kate, because you are not on the list.
The list. They've mentioned lists before.
The man who brought me here, who brought all of my people here, he is a magnificent man.
Ben's so magnificent. Then why did he need one of us to save him?
Ben is not. I will try to make this as simple as I can. You are not on the list because you are flawed.
Don't speak to us as if you know us.
Of course I don't know you, Saeed Jarrah. How could I? And you, Kate Austen, are a complete stranger to me. But you, John Locke, you I might have a fleeting memory of. But I must be confused, because the John Locke I know was perhaps...
He was about to tell everybody.
Look at this.
He knows.
Damn. He was so close.
Yeah. What was so important that you interrupt this? Oh.
That, I guess. Those bells?
This was my mother's worst fear. That I would end up doing something very much like this. Cutting bait.
Well, I guess we don't always turn out like our mothers want.
Of course, mine never worked a day in her life.
My mom was a librarian.
Was?
Where were you? Went home to take a shower. I had glass in my hair, Aunt Lindsay.
Well, I'm glad that you're feeling refreshed.
Jeez.
I mean, when she wakes up, she won't
I can't say with any real confidence that you will wake up.
But we can't pay for that.
Don't worry. Her expenses have already been taken care of.
By whom?
I've been asked to keep that confidential.
Sus.
One,
Who did that?
Yeah! Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Look, I was shooting at a ball. I had no idea you were out here.
Where's Charlie? Is he with you?
He's back at the camp. Look, I'm really sorry.
So it's just you. Hunting in the exact same spot as we're setting our trap. You don't want me to catch the birds, do you?
Why wouldn't I want you to catch the buds?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Desmond, you're being real sus right now. just tell her, man. Just tell her.
Those sensors on the side would be triggered if anyone passed between them. It's an alarm system or a trap. Either way, we'd be safer going around it.
You're right. It was a security perimeter. But like everything else on this island, it hasn't functioned in years.
Of course it hasn't.
Of course it hasn't.
The pylons encircle the entire barracks. There is no going around them.
John! John! Thank you.
Oh boy.
John.
Sorry.
John! What the fuck is this man doing, man? Oh my god.
Solving one problem with two stones? That's not it. Killing two birds with one stone.
Why did you do that? We needed him.
They were never going to trade him for Jack.
You don't know that.
Well, you don't know it either. What we do know is that he shot one of his own people who didn't want to be in this exact situation. So I'm going to stick with my opinion.
Yeah, well, we could have discussed it.
Nobody asked me about it when we brought him along in the first place. Pardon me for not knowing that they had a sonic weapon fence. I didn't know he was going to die. How would I know that?
We're not going to go through it. I'm going over it. Saeed, where's the axe?
It's in his pack.
Oh, wait a minute. I got it. Here, I got it.
You're making some real stupid decisions, John.
C4.
I thought you didn't know there was any C4.
Well, I stand corrected.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when a little C4 might come in handy.
You'll have to do better than that.
You can't lie to Saeed, John.
I've been with Aaron all morning.
You're lying to me, Charlie.
I am not lying. That glint you saw could have been anything. A piece of glass stuck in the bird's foot. Or it could have been nothing at all.
Yeah, way to gaslight her, Charlie. Fuck off.
And Charlie, I don't want my baby around lies.
I think you might be overreacting.
Overreacting?
Claire!
Just go!
It's a little messed up to keep using Aaron as like a punishment.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
it's
for
her
Claire?
kid and not his. But
Yeah.
but still, it's always her go-to. She goes straight to, well, then you can't see my son anymore. And it's
Wait, did she say that? I just said... thought she
I don't
just
want
said-
my baby around a liar.
I mean, she's got a point. It's her baby.
I know, but it's just...
But also, he just literally gaslit the fuck out of her. Oh, hello.
Are you a doctor?
Yes,
That's weird. That's so weird.
Yeah.
No. I don't want this to happen. Stop it. Stop it, Lost. I don't want this to happen.
What are you doing here?
I was just on my way out, Lindsay.
Aunt Lindsay,
Who's this?
what's going on here?
Oh, this is just Jack's father. Oh, God.
You the one paying the bills? Are you the one taking care of all this?
Yes.
Yes.
Who he?
And who are you?
I'm your father.
I'm your father, Claire.
Ugh, I knew it.
Yep.
Weird.
She's why he was in Australia.
Weird. It's weird.
Jack's her brother.
I mean, half brother, but yeah. I mean, it's not that weird. It's just.
And it's not like they were ever shown any interest in
I know,
each
yeah,
other.
it's not that weird.
It's just they're both on the same island.
I know, yeah. That's why I'm like, I know where this is going. Like, once I saw him, I'm like, oh, no. I see.
So, as long as we don't break the plane, we should remain unharmed.
Last episode, you were thinking the little boy we saw in the opening was possibly the other child.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, no, not this one. One more over. Careful. Don't melt your brain.
How'd you find out about the accident?
A doctor friend here in Sydney told me. I got the call.
the minute your mother went into surgery.
Why did she tell me that you're dead?
Well, because I, no doubt, left her with so many wonderful memories. Look, we had a fling.
You didn't want to see me?
No, I came out a bunch of times when you were little. I sang to you.
Why'd you stop coming?
Because your aunt hates me. And your mother didn't like the fact that I had another family. I came over because I wanted to help. Claire, your mother is alive, but she's not really living. Now, it is illegal to turn off her machines, but I know of ways that can achieve the same effect without the legal consequences.
Just stop it. You didn't come here to help me. You came here to try and fix a mistake that you made.
No, honey, that's not true.
You think that just paying her bills makes you noble or something? You come down here and you try and get me to kill her? Why don't you just go back to your real family? You might be my father, and I don't even know your name. I want it to stay that way.
Bye, kiddo. It's great seeing you again.
I wonder how old she is here.
Yeah. I thought teenager, but she works at like a tattoo piercing place.
Yeah. Maybe like early 20s or something.
Yeah.
Everyone's being hella sus in this episode.
We, the audience, know why, but she has no idea.
Stay back!
It's one of the birds. How did you know it was going to be here?
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
How would I?
I don't know, but you walked straight here. No doubt at all about where you were going.
She's not dumb, guys. Stop
I know.
treating her like she's a fucking idiot. Jeez. Stop gaslighting her.
See that spot over there? That's where Charlie slipped and fell in. He got pounded again and again by the rocks and broke his neck.
That's not a really good way to explain it, Desmond, but okay.
It does have a tag. You were right.
Desmond told me everything.
Yeah, a lot of this does involve her.
Maybe Claire's like Hugo. Death surrounds her.
Oh, pregnant.
Okay, so this is later.
Now, who turned the telly off?
Her mom's still
Don't they know how much you love your nature shows? I don't know how you did it. Raising me alone. And I was just awful. So sorry for all the awful things I said to you in the car. And I wished you weren't my mother, and I wished you were dead. It's all my fault. I'll see you soon, okay?
To whom it may concern, we are survivors of Oceanic Flight 815. We have survived on this island for 80 days. We are alive. Please don't give up on us.
You know, I'm not giving up on you either, Charlie.
It's actually a really good idea, though.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it's not gonna work.
We're here.
Yeah.
Love that. The furthest thing from concern.
I know.
That was Par Avion. What'd you think?
That was a nice Claire episode. I liked it.
Yeah, it might be my favorite Claire episode.
Yeah, we see a lot of like her. Like.
Although her first one's pretty good with the psychic. Which this episode also has a psychic.
I'm not a big fan of Charlie gaslighting the fuck out of Claire, though.
Sure. He seems hesitant to tell people that he's gonna die, or that he thinks he might be dying. Because I don't know if he fully understands or believes it himself, but he kind of does. He does enough to err on the side of caution. And, you know, listen to Desmond. But, yeah. I guess it is hard to stay mad at him when you find out he literally would die for you several times. You know? He died because they lived together. He died because she was drowning and he went to save her. Died getting her a bird. It's a lot of her helping her.
I mean, that's kind of on him.
Yeah, how dare he die?
No one asked him to help her.
She asked. And he said no, and she got real mad that he wasn't. That's why he begged Desmond to do something. Get the bird. So, well, if I can't do it, then you do it. Desmond's better at stuff than Charlie's. He can build a lightning rod. He
didn't need to gaslight her the fuck out. He didn't need to gaslight her though.
No, he didn't.
And this isn't the first time he's done this.
No, it's not. But it's not about drugs. It's about something.
It doesn't
weirder.
matter what it's about.
It's a little harder to compare.
It doesn't matter what it's about. Charlie has a history of doing this to Claire, and he doesn't really treat her right, to be honest. And she just kind of forgives him.
Made her a big old picnic.
That's literally
what more could someone ask for?
That's literally what abuse is. You abuse them, and then like, oh, there's some lovey-dovey parts, and then again, you treat them like shit, and that's why it's a cycle, Jesse.
But he literally dies trying to do nice things for her.
Yeah, but that's not on her. Like she.
No, but it's not. Anyway,
like,
you don't like. I know you don't like Charlie.
Well, no, because like just because Desmond knows he's gonna die, right? He's having visions of Charlie dying, doesn't mean he gets to treat everyone like shit. There are plenty of people who know they're gonna die, and they don't treat people like shit.
Alright.
Like, that's not like a reason. It's not a good reason to treat people like shit. And like, he was already like this before, like, they had the whole, like, he's gonna die thing.
Yes, about drugs. But then the drugs were gone, so he needed something else for the writers to have him struggle with. And they went with death premonition.
Which is fine.
Which is interesting.
Like I said, like, even if he didn't want Claire to know, right? He didn't want Claire to worry or whatever his reasoning was. He doesn't need to be an asshole about it and gaslight her is my main point. Sure. Right? If you don't want to talk about something that's clear, like that's bothering you, and like your partner is clearly like, hey, is there something, you okay? You just be like, it's called communicating. You just be like, no, I'm not, but I don't really want to talk about this right now. Like, what are they gonna do? Force you to tell them? Like, it's not Sawyer and Kate. Like,
yeah,
they're not Sawyer and Kate. Like, I'm sure Claire would respect his wishes. She just wanted the truth, right? Like, that's literally all she wanted. And she had to go in a roundabout way to do it because he wasn't going to say anything to her. But, like, literally, like, half an hour could have been, like, solved if Charlie just was like, I'm going through some shit right now. I don't really want to... I can't talk about it right now. Should have been like, problem fucking solved.
Sure. There'd be less of an episode, but you're not wrong. Speaking of which, we learned more. Our flashback focused on Claire. Mm-hmm. Mainly when she was younger, and then the very end, right before she got on the plane, essentially. We learned more about her home life. Do they have to pay a lot of money to keep people alive on those machines in Australia?
I mean, I don't know.
Where there's universal healthcare?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's...
Because this was written by Americans. And in America, we do. Definitely.
Yeah.
But when this first came out, people didn't really know about universal healthcare. that was a thing other countries had. So actually not sure. So if you know in the comments, let us know if it's like additional or bigger payments for this kind of situation.
Yeah,
or if it's covered.
Maybe it's just like basic things that are covered.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Especially in Australia. I don't know how they do it specifically. But anyway, that's that. But also, pretty big reveal.
Claire and Jack are brother and sister.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yes. I don't know if you probably won't remember, but in the Ana Lucia episode, where she's with Jack's dad and they're in Australia, and they go to that house, and he's banging on the door, and a woman answers. Mm-hmm. That woman's the aunt. Same actress.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, because she saw it from inside a rainy car, raining in the car. But you do get a very quick glimpse at her in that episode, and they brought her back for this role. But they were so confident that you probably wouldn't recognize her, that she has a lot of scenes before the reveal happens. So, when I watched this live, there was a fan theory that Claire was Jack's sister. Because we knew he had a sister in Australia, and she's literally the only Australian on the show. So that was a fan theory. And I heard that theory, and I thought, I could see that happening. And then it happened. I go, oh, I guess that was true.
Fan theory confirmed.
Yeah.
Not just a theory. It's canon now.
Yeah. How do you... Because you were like I think I mentioned in the episode, you were thinking about the sister in the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
You saw a kid and you go, is that the sister? Because so I know it was on your mind.
I know, how ironic, right? That the next episode they answer my question.
Yeah.
In lost fashion, they answer my
You said as soon as you saw Jack's
dad.
dad there,
I was like,
you knew. Okay, that's the
happening.
dad. And before that, any idea, any inkling that it was Claire?
No.
Yeah.
Because they don't really focus on Claire too as a main character.
Not often,
much.
no.
So
she had maternity leave, and she was kidnapped for a while, which is a focus on her that involves her not being around.
yeah, exactly. So.
And their big episode coming back was about Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not. They don't really have that many flashbacks about it.
Yeah. She literally had the flashback of her getting pregnant, her flashback of the 2 weeks she was missing, and now
this one
finding out who her dad's alive. That's another little hint too early on in the episode, because in older episodes she mentions that her father abandoned her family. Her ex throws that in her face as he's abandoning. He's like, don't you put your daddy issues on me just because he... It's not the same thing, even though it totally is. But so when she says that her dad's dead at the end of the episode, it's like, oh, but I thought he was just left. So is it a retcon? Is it she doesn't know yet? You're supposed to like, what's up with that? Just another hint that no, he's around. Just didn't know. And she has no idea her dad was also on the plane. Technically. And on the island. Technically? That one's iffy. Because
I wonder how they're gonna find out
that they're related. I know. How could they find out? She never learned his name.
Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. I mean, they're gonna find out sooner or later.
Mikhail, the Russian guy, knew Saeed, Kate, and Locke's full names, and he knew that Locke was paralyzed and almost spilled the beans for everyone. It's possible they know.
They might.
So
I guess that, yeah.
Jack's been living with them for a while. Maybe he finds out through them.
That was a funny scene, though. Jack just playing football.
Just running towards them. Like, he's trying to escape. Like, no, Kate, sit down. Let's see where this is going. It's football.
He's been brainwashed.
I just love that the dramatic music, dun 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 dun, and doing that goofy touchdown thing. Just him playing football with Tom. Just having a good time. This is the first Jack we've seen in a few episodes, and he has no lines.
That's true. He didn't have
it. Yeah.
It's funny. I guess we'll find out, though, what the hell's happening with him.
Yeah.
He's been brainwashed.
He said...
Like Carl.
The deal was... Well, first, that if he does the surgery, they'll let him leave the island.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was, let my friends go, or I'll kill Ben. Then it was, I will stay on as your doctor for a few more weeks if you spare Juliet, who you've also promised can leave. So that's where we're at.
But apparently it doesn't look like they're going to leave, so...
Well, I don't... It's only been a couple days. He's supposed to stay on as the doctor until he's not needed, I guess. But who says when that time comes,
But yeah.
Kate asks Rousseau, I've told you where your daughter is and that she's alive, and you've asked me no follow-up questions. Nothing about her or the situation. And she says, she was a week old when we got separated. She has no idea who I am. I'm afraid to know the answers to questions.
Yeah. Sad.
Like, who's her...
Her daughter doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know... She's not even that, like, there's someone out there who cares about her or anything. Like,
all she knows is Ben.
Yeah. And she might not even know that, yeah, like, her mom was her.
Or that she's adopted or any of this.
Yeah,
she might not we have
know.
no idea what she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
She calls him Ben, not Dad.
That's true.
That could be because she's adopted and knows it, or because she doesn't like her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go either way.
Yeah.
You can go both ways.
Yeah.
So yeah, that we're still not quite sure. We see Sawyer begin to struggle with the rules of the nicknames. About to call her Barbie, and then stopping himself and saying Claire.
He's so fucking mad about it too. It's so funny.
Because he lost the bet. And it's a reminder that he lost to Hurley.
I mean, that's his own fault.
Yep. And of course, Mikhail no longer with us. Thrown through a sonar fence.
I actually thought at first that it was something like maybe he had like something in his teeth or like it was like poison.
Yeah.
And then like the sonar like set like it was strong enough. Triggered it,
okay.
And then he died. Like that's what I actually thought happened at first. But when, and even when Saeed was like, "Oh, cerebral hemorrhage," and I was like, "What?"
It's super concentrated sound waves that makes your brain die.
Basically, it makes your brain melt.
Just blood was squirting out of his ears.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Wait, that wasn't poison."
It was such a violent, horrible death that Locke put this guy in. Just, it's like I didn't know that was going to happen.
I mean, I guess he wanted to die because he did say thank you.
Yeah, he wanted to die because he's in a really bad position, and presumably the woman he loves is dead by his own hand.
I don't know.
It's never confirmed that they were together.
Yeah, it didn't really.
But when you translate what they say, it's kind of implied. But yeah, we don't know for sure though. But he clearly doesn't like killing his own.
Yeah.
And doesn't like being a hostage that could risk the lives of others.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a win-win for him. Like, I'm out, and they have no bargaining chip, and they have no way to get in. So
I like how Locke though. He's just like, how would I know that there's a fucking sonar around this place? Like,
they have a sonic weapon fence.
I know.
How would I know that?
I mean, that's true.
But what did you think was gonna happen? Like, they were thinking it might be an alarm system, so he could have just triggered the alarm, and they would be rushed by guys or guns or something. So either way, it was stupid. Even if the fence won't kill you, it brings people who will. But maybe he's like, huh, it's triggered, run. Like, enough discussion. We're here.
But that's
we're
why
going.
Locke, like, he's been making.
And he's like, look, I'm sorry I accidentally blew up that place, but I didn't know there were explosives there.
And then he
finds explosives.
And then he's like, you didn't know, huh?
I stand corrected. Like, what's Locke doing?
Dude, I know.
What's he up to?
Why? Why is he making stupid decisions, though, is the question.
Yeah, there's something. There's a reason he's doing it. Like, they question if he's even here for Jack at all.
I mean, probably not.
But, like, Locke likes Jack enough,
I mean,
right?
yeah, but, like, enough to risk his life for him?
Yeah,
no.
That's unsure. Yeah.
Like, usually Locke has ulterior motives to this stuff.
Yeah. But he's very skilled and good at what he does, so he's a good person to bring on this kind of thing. But
apparently not for this because he's fucking up.
But yeah, I mean, I compare the actions Locke is taking to like Rousseau. It's like you would expect Rousseau to be doing more, to kill the other out of nowhere, to blow up something and steal bombs. But nah, she's just along for the ride, not making waves, doing what people say. It's Locke that's doing all this stuff. You know? Kind of interesting. Yeah. No, Rousseau's, she lost her marbles, but she's not dumb. You know?
Yeah.
She has no other motive than, I guess, find her daughter, you know? So, yeah. But Locke, yeah, it does seem like he's up to something. Are there any mysteries this episode? We got a lot of answers. We know who the mystery daughter is. We learned more about Claire's home life. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, the pylons, it's not really a mystery.
Yeah, no.
They're built by the others. I mean, or Dharma, or aliens, whatever.
We know what they're aliens.
That's pretty weird, high tech for something from the 70s. Although so is the hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Let us know in the comments. What? Oh, let us know in the comments if you predicted that Claire was the daughter before this episode.
Sure.
I did not guess it, but I did hear someone else guess it, which kind of spoiled it for me. I feel like I would have got a bigger reaction first time I watched this if I had no idea. Because I had no idea before hearing that, and it just kind of made too much sense. But you had no idea.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments your situation in regards to that mystery. And thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.